बस
Greetings from Greece, dear all audience around the world, parents, educators, and students. Welcome to the Real Talk with Experts, hosted by me, Professor Rania Lampu, and Dr. Anjum Kuresi. I'm Rania Lampu, I'm advisor at Elegant Empire Education. I'm a multi-awarded STEM instructor, researcher, author, and I'm working at the Greek Ministry of Education and also at the Greek Astronomy Space Company as STEM instructor. Welcome again to our education and lifestyle journey towards 2030. This forum is powered by Elegant Empire Education Malaysia, a prestigious educational-based organization which focuses on quality education for all, regardless race, country, and religion. Our idealistic and visionary founder, Ambassador Professor Esther Mala, focuses on upholding a quality education that develops individuals from all walks of life to their potential, which ignites curiosity, enriches knowledge, and nurtures personal and professional growth. Her vision matches with the vision of Elegant Empire Education as it curates a diverse range of online summits, workshops, webinars, and training sessions led by experts and outstanding leaders from various fields. Elegant Empire Education creates an inclusive and supportive environment, and by harvesting the power of technology and innovation, and through this platform, we aim to collaboratively organize educational events that will enhance knowledge dissemination, skill development, and fostering a lifelong learning digital community. Elegant Empire Education strictly follows the slogan, quality education for all. And now the floor is given to Dr. Anjum Kuresi to introduce the prominent panelists today. The topic, I think it's my favorite, STEM education, because it's the future of education. It prepares the next generation for the future. The floor is yours, Dr. Anjum Kuresi.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anya. So, hello everyone, I'm Dr. Anjum Kuresi, your moderator for today. And let me introduce you to a few eminent panelists who have joined. The first panelist today with us is Chaturani Gunathilaka from Sri Lanka, and the second panelist that we have with us is Dr. Kalicharan Rath from India. Before starting the session, I would like to introduce both of them. Uh, Chaturani Gunathilaka from Sri Lanka. She is a civil engineer, speaker, writer, and a mentor, and she is currently working at Waterfront Integrated Project at Hyundai Engineering and Construction, Sri Lanka, as a quality assurance and quality control engineer. A second panelist, Dr. Kalicharan Rath. He is an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at GIET University, Unipur, Odisha. So I would like to welcome both of our panelists. And today we will be discussing on the topic STEM in engineering studies and industry. And I think we have a perfect team of panelists with us because both are from engineering side. So I would like to start from Chaturani ma'am. Hi ma'am. So my question to you is, how has STEM-driven innovation led to technological advancements in various industries?
Can you tell the question one time?
Yeah, sure ma'am. My question to you is, how has STEM-driven innovation led to technological advancements in various industries?
We talk about technological advancement and the research purpose. We know that in the world, the lack of STEM engineers, STEM qualified professionals, they are lacking. So when we consider in the current situation, in the past and the future, there is a lot to develop in those activities. We need to integrate and multidisciplinaries. If someone is good at math, science, technology, computer base, and he or she can go for far away. I think he or she can be one mile post ahead. When we consider the technical things in the research purpose and also the field wise, with the current trend is when consider developed countries, underdeveloped countries, the developed countries, those who are using the methods and techniques, they need to follow up by the third world countries and they have to improve. Otherwise, there is a gap. So in that case, we need to educate students as well as teachers and lecturers as well as, because modern technologies, method, project-based assignments, and also practicals, they need to integrate. In research, if we consider research purpose, we know that when come to new trends and other things, we need to have a solution for the provide that solutions. We need to go for a STEM education. Then the most important thing is, if someone is doing in the STEM education, there is a big jump in their career. So especially in research and development, and also designs, technical tools, using technical new techniques, design purpose and also research purpose, and also then they can find new things, new ideas to the world. They can give a solution, and also they can improve, and also others, their career, if we take the career advancement, actually they can jump around 10-20% with that technologies and other things.
Yeah, thank you.
One more thing,
Yeah.
the one more thing, if they involve those type of activities while enjoying the education, they can be a good problem solvers and decision makers, and also they can give new things to the world. World is searching and they are expecting those things, and they can develop their cognitive skills as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Satyarani ma'am. That was really a very good answer, because yes, STEM, when we talk about it, concentrates on four specific fields: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And as the technology is advancing, we know that there is a high demand for innovation by the STEM professional. And I think this is a time when the need is really very high, because there are a lot of new products that are coming in, and the resources that are coming out swimming every day. So when the students will have a solid understanding of the subject, so there will be many young professionals who will come up with great innovations to help the industry and prepare for the future. So now it's time to move on to our next panelist, Dr. Kalicharan sir. Sir, now here is a question for you. My question is, what are the benefits of STEM in engineering design?
Okay, very nice, madam. You know that science, technology, engineering, management, or you can say that mathematics, they are linked to each other and they are tied in a common string, right? The science is in the domain of the concept, theory, but when we are going for the technology, technology means utilization of the science through the engineering platform to provide the well set skill to operate a certain system which will facilitate the total system in a good manner, right? That is the thing of the main part of the technology. Just what we are telling, that industry 4.0 is operating with the cloud computing, and it is with the cyber security, right? So this is the coming under the technology. Technology is particularly coming under the skill to operate the system in a smart manner, right? And engineering is nothing but it is the utilization of main and machine interaction through the developed skill to facilitate the requirement in the particular environment in a proper management. But at the same time, we will focus on the mathematics. Mathematics plays a vital role because every calculation and control is through the mathematical calculation only. So by utilizing the science in the domain of the science, the equation, the law, and the rule and regulation, the engineering will develop through the mathematical concept to provide a well set technology to operate a certain industry or to facilitate the facility to the society through its business system, right? And engineering design is nothing but it is an activities, a sequence of well set activities to perform through the concept of the skill, technology, and the mathematical calculation procedure, which will provide the timeline as well as which will operate under a certain domain without hampering the environment to provide a best smart system to the industry as well as the society, right? So here I'm telling that mathematics plays the first role, science is coming on the domain, and engineering is the platform, and technology is the skill. Though these four have a major role for which we are through the education system, we are under the training, we have to take the training and we have to be familiar with this four line, and also we have to educate the people for understanding for the life as well as its implementation to provide our best service to the mankind through the industry or the business purpose, or we ourselves we can also set that how we will live the life in a happy manner, in a perfect manner, we can say that. So this is the main purpose of engineering design.
Yes, of course. This is the main purpose of engineering design. When we talk, yes, when we're talking about STEM, yes, it has many strengths. And this is the reason because many educational institutions have started using it around the world, and there are many countries who have started giving more attention to STEM. And when we talk about the engineering design process, yes, of course, it is a decision-making process, and there's some repetitive scientific, mathematical, and technical concepts are they will be developed to have optimal solutions to meet the goals. And one more thing that I like when we all speak is that when you are designing something or when you're coming up with something new, so yes, it should be beneficial to the people. You have to take care of the environment. That was a really very good thought coming up from you. And yes, Dr. Asif, I think you have something to add to Rio.
Okay. Dr. Rania, would you like to ask question or share anything?
Yes. I would
And our
like.
Dr. Anjum, she is an engineering college
Yes, I
assistant
know.
professor. So I think she might have a better question because always I'm talking too much. So today I want to rest. I want to hear from you. Thank you. Back to you, Dr. Rania.
Okay. Yes, I'm a STEM instructor, and I would like to ask our panelists, what are the challenges that the educators actually have to face when they have to implement STEM projects in the classroom? We all know about the lack of technological, for instance, equipment, of robotics and things like that. And the second one, why engineering is still less popular from all the other cognitive disciplines. We all know that engineering is not attractive among students. So these are my questions.
Is it because maths is involved? Is it because maths is involved? Many students, many people don't like maths. I love maths. So, okay, please, sir. Dr. Kali?
Yeah.
You want to answer? Okay.
Yeah, exactly what he is telling, madam is told, that is the right. Because in the engineering, see, engineering is not a study. It is a completely professional course. It is a engineering study to whom we are telling that generally 9th class, 10th class, intermediate, +2 science, +3 month graduation. These are the coming under the studies, right? Study means you have to understand the domain. That are the domain course. But engineering is totally a professional course. Is always giving an innovation idea in generation of the new technique and the skills to facilitate and work under the domain, right? So engineering educations now facing a lot of challenges because the development in the technology, the syllabus criteria, the content criteria in the syllabus, they are just not have a revise. Now the revision is started, the new adoption is started, right? So first the adoptions must have to be understood properly by the faculty member, by the teaching fraternity, by the mentor itself. Mentor must have a good knowledge on that particular field, else he cannot able to train to the student. And maximum teaching a professional, what happens that they are under the theoretical, and theoretical concept is what already it is discovered or it is written or it is proved. But when we are coming with the case studies, recent case studies, then it is a interesting topic. In engineering line now the adoption must be there, that 70% is the practical oriented course or class have to take in the theoretical manner. Then only student can able to understand. You can compare it now. If a long year back, you can see the childs are playing on the veranda or near to outside of the door. They are interlinked with the society. But now students are playing in the home with the virtual games only. So they have not interacted with the real world. So what exactly the problem is coming, they are not facing. So have to interact with the society, have to know, understand about the things. Because now you see, from a paper kite to the airplane, from a normal paper, you can say that moving ring to the wind turbine, how it is converted, because the people interacted with the system. Now maximum they are interacting in the home with the family members with the only the virtual games, and virtual games are not the real you can say that scenario to solve the problem. So we have to interact with the society, interact with the people. We have to observe while we are moving in the outside also. We have to realize the environment. We have to observe the situation. We have to observe the position. Each and every places, there must be a certain lacuna, and find out that lacuna and just utilize the brain and the trick and the technology and the skills on that, and calculate on that one and execute that through the education system in the classroom as a case study. I'm 100% damn sure that student will 100% they will take interest through the assignment, through the questionnaire, through the eco-friendly environment with the students. Then surely the engineering platform will an enjoyable platform. But what is the situation we are facing? That only mark oriented, job oriented, and we are the beggar of the job. We are never training to the student to be entrepreneur. So we are never telling them or suggesting them that go and start your own business, start your own work. We are afraid the failure, never afraid the failure. Let us encourage the student to be participant. Let the failure, let we will not get the prize in the stage, but we have to involve so that we can able to take the test, and where you will fail, start the failure, from that you will start your work and must be your success in the life. This is the situation what I observed and what I'm adopting in my students with the students also.
Yeah, actually, I didn't want to
Yes.
interrupt, but after hearing what our Dr. Kali was sharing, I think this is a continuous challenge, Ms.
Yes.
Chaturani. I think this is a continuous challenge between the creative mind and the mugging mind. Engineering is a different faculty. If you say law, example, it is a different faculty. Engineering is a different faculty.
Yes, of
It goes
course.
same with the brain. Yeah, these people belong to two different faculty, even the brain. So we equally have challenge, like what Dr. Kali mentioned, through implementation of STEM in education and more practical and all that. So I think it will become an interesting areas for many. Ms. Chaturani, would you like to
Yes.
how to
If we-
increase
Yes.
the number of students
Yes.
who want to do engineering? But if we have like
First thing is,
teachers like Dr. Anjum, I think shouldn't be a problem, you know.
for the
Please, Neda.
increase, I will tell the examples and what are the barriers. We need to break the barriers.
Yes, yes, of
Yes.
course.
Yes. Then barrier means in myself, if I did the engineering, civil engineering, I did the mathematics for A level. If consider engineering, we only going for the university now. We have to go to the school.
Yes.
School. We have to increase from my school. For example, in my mathematics class, at that time there were only 6 girls, including me. When I go to the Sri Lankan engineering faculty, normally batch is 350, girls around 20 to 25, like that. When selecting the A levels for the university, only 40 students getting chance to enter the university for the each district, like that. Then if we consider, if we need to increase the STEM education, we have to go for the child education and advanced level, O level, like that. We need to encourage the students, because everyone is asking, would you like to be a doctor and engineer? Students telling, I would like to be an engineer, but anyone not telling how to be an engineer.
Yes, exactly.
Then we have to educate. That's the thing. If we good at mathematics, they are only thinking, if I good at mathematics, only can be an engineer. They have that myth.
No.
You see now because since even students or adults, everybody like using gadgets and all that. So I think because of the comfort, even to add 2+2, sometimes of course 2+2 is too simple, but say some bigger figure, people tend to rely on calculators. Yeah. Now we have calculators in our handphone. Quickly, go to that. Because of that, we are not really interested in counting. We don't like to calculate. We don't like figures and all that, right? So maybe, do you think
Yes.
one of the factor which contributing to the decreased number of students in engineering subjects compared
Yeah.
to
Can I
subjects?
can I say
Yeah.
something?
I think,
Yeah, please. We need your.
Yeah, because here I can speak as a professor of engineering and also a training and placement officer, both the aspects. Well, like we were talking about the number of students coming to engineering in India, it is not a problem.
Yeah.
Every other we can have after every 2 or 3 students we can find they are coming to engineering. But yes, gender gap is there, as Chaturani ma'am was speaking. But it has reduced with respect to the time and I studied. And as we're talking about calculations, when the students have started using calculator and mobile phones to do very simple calculation, if I tell them to do 2 multiplied by 0.5, even then they need calculator. But as a training and placement officer, I can tell when they go for the aptitude test, they are not able to do the quantitative aptitude institute where they have very simple numericals to be done. They're very simple. You have to calculate the HCF or LCM. They are not able to do it. So I think we have to go back to the school days where they should be told to do all the calculation by themselves without using the calculator.
Yeah,
So
timetable. You have to
then
decide,
we
right?
can have more successful engineering.
I can still remember my dad, when I was 7 years old, I like to play, the moment he comes back, you see, I'm not around, call me home, give me some few bells, and say, okay, knee down now, tell your timetable, 2 to 12, 7 years old, you have to say it, otherwise you get killed, So that's where we really, but I'm really thankful to my father for, that is his way, right? Those days parents are different. So because of that, I became a maths expert in my subjects. I love maths, even until today, I'm ever willing, ready to teach maths. So I think parents should also contribute from very early stage. Right? Don't give them calculator, tell them comfortably use that. Yeah, right? I think so. Yeah. So we have to expose
Exactly.
them to their practical exposure.
Yes, we need a more practical.
Mm. So
And
anybody want
even
to
like
Yeah.
Kali Chandra was just talking about the practical exposure that was really essential. And before the students, the faculty should be given a chance, because it is so long that we have studied engineering, but after that, lots of things have changed even in the industries. Especially even if I talk about electronics, the domain of electronics has changed a lot in the last few years. So we should, as a faculty, we should be also given a chance to go into an industry for 2 weeks or 4 weeks, something like that, where we can see what is the present scenario, and according to that, we can train us.
Yeah.
So even I think that would be very great. That would be great help if we are allowed to do.
I think an engineering faculty will open up more opportunity for job seekers, in future, because this is ICT world. We are in and we are heading towards that. So we should also pay equal attention to numbers, engineering, and all that. I think hopefully it increases. Of course, at the same time, agriculture, mugging subjects, increase in number of law students as well. So anyway, so awesome. This topic is very good, and 30 minutes is just not enough. Is there anything you got to say, any one of you, since we are going to close soon? If not,
I want to
Dr.
say
Anjum, you can pass it to. Yeah, please, Dr.
I
Anjum.
want to say
Yeah. Miss Chaturani.
Yes, Chaturani, ma'am, please go ahead.
We have some barriers now. Then for break those barriers, I think school curriculum need to change from traditional to STEMs.
Yes.
Then need to encourage students from country-wise. Leaders need to take action to promote this STEM education. They have to allocate some funding for this
Yes.
STEM education for the country. And we know that rural area, there are lack of facilities, laboratory facilities. They haven't enough equipment like that. Otherwise, they are not contributing to the STEM studies in the country. So
No, sometimes, we always think that the rural areas, they don't have. Of course, they don't have. Sometimes don't be surprised. Even cities, not all school has the facilities. You see, like in Sri Lanka, I don't know how far it has gone. I think most of the Asian countries also already into STEM, but how aggressive are you in implementing it? That is the most important thing. We have to pick up the momentum. Yeah, otherwise
Yes.
we'll be left behind.
Because those who studying STEMs, they can actually do the economic impact to their country and their world.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Now universities are promoting that.
I want to put one thing here. Right. I want to put one thing here, because there are so many simulation tools are available. It is an effort provided have to provide by the teacher or the faculty member. Little bit effort we have to provide, because so many things we can show through the virtual mode, through the simulation mode with a laptop and a projector. So that kind of things we can able to provide. So,
Yeah.
so that the student can able to understand about at least the virtual environment, just like an robot. Yeah, I have no robot, but I can able to show them the robot virtualization and its total working principle in a smart industries. That can be possible. So,
Yeah,
but
you know,
if
one
for
more
that
thing.
reason,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry. One more thing is that no matter how hard the teachers work, you know, how wonderful system we have. I think every country, they have to pay attention to the educators, the teachers who are involved in teaching the students. The government have to take interest to see that how well the educators are doing, especially do they have enough time to rest? Because a lot of schools, a lot of paperwork, a lot of formalities. This really drain down the energy of the educators, right? So if this part of the education system is taken care of, I think the teachers can perform better, and we can achieve whatever goals we have in every faculties. Yeah. So anything anymore? Otherwise, we will pass back to our Professor Dr. Rania. Thank you, Dr. Anju, for this amazing session. Of course, without you, wonderful panelists, yeah, we had a good session. We will see again in another good topic for engineering. Now I pass, thank you, Professor Dr. Rania. I pass back to you. You had been always a pillar to us here, together with my host, Dr. Anju.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Stella, Dr. Anjum, QRC, panelists and participants. It's my honor to give the closing remarks for the forum Real Talk with Experts. What a joy to organize this forum online and be able to welcome experts and dignitaries in the field of education, which is a good sign to collaborate together to enhance the education system globally. I would strongly emphasize that the slogan Quality Education for All accomplished the mission and vision of elegant and higher education. Thank you, Honorable Engineer Chaturani Gunatilaka from Sri Lanka, for highlighting the importance of multidisciplinarity in research education and the new trend of graded STEM. You mentioned how crucial it is to promote engineering and technology, especially in developing countries, in order to close the existing gap through hands-on practical problem-solving activities, which can help students improve the decision-making skills, design thinking, and of course, digital skills. You mentioned the STEM gender gap and how it's crucial to motivate and guide students in order to engage them in meaningful engineering activities. Thank you, Honorable Dr. Kali Chararat from India, for highlighting the importance of mathematical calculations, the value of engineering for solving complex problems like environmental issues. You described in brilliant ways the challenges that teachers have to face when they implement engineering projects, the non-updated syllabus, the lack of technological equipment, insufficient professional development of teachers, the new lifestyle of students who are hooked on devices and they're not familiarized a lot on hands-on activities and critical thinking processes. So before putting this forum into a close, let us give a big applause to Dr. Anjuma QRC for hosting and moderating this forum, Real Talk with Experts. Thank you, panelist, Honorable Chaturani Gunatilaka from Sri Lanka, then Dr. Kali Chararat from India for your very informative talks and for the detailed insights you offer to every one of us. Heartfelt gratitude I would address it to the brilliant audience, to the teachers, to the parents, and to the students who made it here with us today out of their busy schedules. We will meet again tomorrow and we will talk about other interesting topics. Before I let you go, let us give a big thank to our Ambassador Professor Esther Malla, our visionary founder, the brain in the heart of elegant and higher education as the project director. See you soon.